All the laughs without the anxiety. Mike Klein presents My Jewish Parents.
Yes, us, the Jewish parents.
Wait a minute.
We're already past the 2 weeks of the second shot. So according to science,
Okay.
at the moment, we are effectively vaccinated.
So, where was the first place you guys went? Have you been anywhere?
I went to Giant and then Baskin Robbins to get Sunday.
Oh my God, Dad, are you serious? You went to Baskin Robbins?
Yeah, well, Baskin Robbins or the Donut Show, whatever that place is to get ice cream.
Wait, where was that? Over in Ellicott City, or where was that?
No, it was right here in Riderwood.
Oh, okay, Riderwood area. Okay.
Carrollton Shopping Center.
All right, Mom. Where was your first place you went?
Giant.
Were you with Dad at Giant, or you went separately to another Giant?
He goes for a long walk.
I walked to Giant and I got some stuff.
You walked from Giant? I mean, was it like a mile or two?
No.
It's about a mile.
I don't know if it's a mile.
Not quite, almost a mile.
I don't even know if it's that long. It's not bad.
Wow. Okay.
It wasn't bad out yesterday.
So she walks to Giant, then she comes back and sleeps the rest of the day.
No, I can't.
What? Now, Dad, Mom accused you of going to bed too early and waking up too late the other day, by the way.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. But anyway, they were opening up the dining rooms 25%, and we can go 4 days a week.
That's where you live currently.
Yes.
So you can go to restaurants and I can't still.
Yes.
What? What?
Well, they took good care of us, and you haven't gotten your vaccines yet.
It's really hard to get a vaccine. It's like the Hunger Games out here. I mean, like, I'm on these websites. It's really hard to get it. Like, I'm not even.
Yeah, it is hard to get the vaccine.
But I would like to get this vaccine, like, right away. And you know, Johnson & Johnson is going to be out there. And
that's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
only one shot.
That's good.
And they're making it in Baltimore. East Baltimore is where they're making it right now.
Oh.
So what does that mean?
I don't know. It could mean hopefully good. Hopefully good things.
Yeah.
All right. So I started this new job. Now doing the afternoon show on Z1043 in Baltimore.
Yes.
And so we could have a lot of new people coming into the podcast. So I kind of wanted to talk about, where you guys are from and why you moved to Maryland. And then we'll jump in about me. So, Dad, explain to everybody where you're from.
Oh, I'm from New York, as you can tell.
Okay.
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. Actually, not far from where, what's his name, Fauci?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's Brooklyn too.
Wait a minute, someone else is too. Bernie Sanders.
Bernie Sanders is Brooklyn. All the important people come from Brooklyn.
All right.
All the important people.
That's what he says. I come from Queens.
Right.
All right.
Well, your mother comes from Queens. It's the newer breed. Brooklyn is the old timers.
The old timers. All right. So tell us why you made the decision to move to Maryland back in the day before I was born.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. When we got married, we lived in Manhattan in a rent-controlled apartment.
We lived in a rent-controlled apartment in
Yes.
Manhattan on 218th Street in Washington Heights.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
And it was beautiful. But we don't want to live in that apartment the rest of our lives. And
now it would be good.
Well, then if we didn't have any children then.
I know. Right.
But we were looking to buy a house, and it was just too expensive. And it was during the time of the 60s when there was a lot of racial unrest, and there was a lot of protests. We were protesting the war in Vietnam, and they had the draft then. It was really a bad time. And your mother and I were both very activists. We were very much for civil rights and very much against the draft. I was teaching for a while. I started teaching, and I was involved with the union. I was big. We organized the Yonkers Federation of Teachers, a union in Yonkers, New York, which is Westchester County, Lower Westchester County, almost. Okay. And I was the first treasurer of the union. So I was involved with the union, and we would travel to different places for conventions and workshops. And we ended up at a workshop in Baltimore. We went to the Baltimore City had a teachers union, the only union in Maryland.
Okay. And
we ended up at a convention at the Friendship Airport. Friendship Airport.
What's the French? Is that BWI now?
Yeah, BWI.
Oh, okay. Wow, I didn't know it had a different name.
Yeah, it was called the Friendship Airport.
All right, okay.
It was probably 1/4 of the size it is now.
Very friendly.
Very friendly.
Very friendly, okay.
We went to a workshop there, and the people from the union in Baltimore City, the teachers, told us, "Hey, did you hear about this place, Columbia? What about it?" He said, "It's a new city. They're planning it, and their schools are going to really be neat, and there's going to be government, local government in each village. It's set up by villages.
And the religious community is going to share the same space.
And the religious community was really very unique, and was what also attracted.
Also was integrated.
It was integrated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Integrated. And that was in the late 60s. You know, one of our first earliest experiences with in Columbia at the Meriwether Post Pavilion was in the 1969 election.
No, I think we were here in 71 we came, honey.
Was it 71?
72 election.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when George Wallace was running for president. Of course, you know, George Wallace was a racist governor, and eventually they tried to assassinate him in Laurel, a shopping center in Laurel.
Laurel Lakes?
Yes.
No, not Laurel.
That's gone too, by the way.
They shot him there, and anyway... You're
really going on a tangent.
Yeah, I'm going on a tangent, but what I'm trying to say is that was the early history, and so we came to live in an integrated community.
Yeah.
And a community where you can vote and participate and form the government.
And we could afford a house.
And we could afford a house.
Right.
We bought a house. So and the good thing about buying a house in Columbia then that it wasn't expensive, and we were able to
build it is.
Over the years. Well, it's over 50 years old now, Columbia, isn't it?
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
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 We came to Columbia, and I know this. I remember it. It's when the mall opened up. That's when we were in Columbia.
And the hospital.
The hospital was already there. The
hospital wasn't there.
Yes, it was. The mall opened up.
Daniel was one of the first babies in the hospital.
It was part of the clinic then. It wasn't a hospital. It was.
Okay. We're not going to argue.
Okay.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But anyway, and then of course, and 71 when we came, and then the women's movement, and they had a women's center in Columbia, which I was very involved in, and in reference to getting rights for women, equal rights for women. So, you know, we made a lot of friends. I guess they're the old timers, because we were kind of one of the old timers.
We are really the old timers.
Now we're really old.
All right, so let's fast forward now.
Yes.
Let's fast forward to when I was born. You said that I was not an easy kid to handle, right? Growing up in Columbia.
You
know, I didn't realize this, but you would get up and you would say curse words or whatever, but you were singing them. You know.
I was singing curse words. You said.
Singing them, and we didn't know what to do. So we contacted Johns Hopkins.
Okay.
we thought maybe you had Tourette's or something.
Tourette syndrome, you know.
So off we went there, and they said, "Oh, he has attention deficit disorder."
I thought you told me they said I was just obnoxious.
Well,
or is that what you said?
Yeah, that's right. That's what I said. But I have to tell you, you were so adorable.
So it made up for me being crazy?
Yeah, I think if you were not so adorable, I don't know what would have happened to you.
You would have left me at the mall, at the new mall?
Yeah, we left at the new mall, probably. So, yep.
So if people are getting to know me, you know, that don't know me, what would you say about me?
I would say that you were very creative and generous and kind. The thing I remember about being creative is we would take you and your brother, and we would camp at all the national parks.
Oh,
no. And you all your rangers. And so when we came back, you looked in the backyard and you named all the trees, and then you took the people's neighborhood, the kids in the neighborhood.
You played being the ranger.
Right.
That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing.
Yeah, I know. So you you were always, into something, and so that was fun.
Let's go back to Columbia, because you were telling me this story recently, I think. You were telling me that Columbia was supposed to have a monorail built back in the day. Did you say that?
Yeah.
They had open space behind everyone's house. They were going to build a monorail system.
Right.
But they never got money from the federal government to do it.
Oh, I thought you were sold on that. Like, that's what they were going to do.
No.
We wanted that. I mean, that was that was a plus.
But they never.
Yeah.
Then they were talking for years of building a monorail system down 29 from Silver Spring. But
I didn't know that. When was that? When were they talking about
that?
In the 60s They're talking about that now, actually.
Are they really? No, they're talking about dedicated bus routes.
Oh, okay.
I thought they already had a dedicated bus route. Does the area bus not go to Silver Spring Metro anymore?
No, the bus, you're talking about the buses.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would take the buses to Silver Spring to take the Metro downtown. Right. They
Which
still
is a
have.
huge hassle, by the way. Takes you hours to get into D.C. that way.
Right.
I wouldn't say it takes an hour.
Hours. Hour and a half.
I don't think so. But then it depends what time you went, I guess.
So, like, traffic growing up in the Baltimore, Washington area was horrific.
Yeah.
You know, moving back here in July, like, the traffic is nothing right now. Have you been able to experience any of that?
No.
Yeah, I noticed the traffic is lighter.
It's COVID, that's why.
Because people are working at home now.
Yeah.
A lot of people are working at home.
Mm-hmm.
You know, obviously being in radio, I want them to be back on the roads causing traffic, even though I don't love traffic.
Right.
Okay, for getting back to bringing you up.
Oh, okay. All right, we're going back. Okay.
So you were a handful, and but I guess you would call me more of an overprotective mom. So when you were 16, do you want me to?
No, is this a seatbelt story again?
Yes, you want to hear that?
Oh God! All right, it's fine. Go ahead.
I don't want to hear it again.
Okay.
So embarrassing.
So you always bring your friends around, and we liked your friends, and so one time, but they knew me, and so one time your friends came up in the car to get you, and whoever was in the front or whatever, they took out and put them somewhere else. I don't remember where, so they could put you in and put a seatbelt on.
Oh, that was so embarrassing. Yeah.
Yeah, so embarrassing. Well, you wanted to be on the radio. I don't know, 14? When did you start?
I don't know. Yeah, way too young.
Yeah.
Anyway, so here you were on the weekends going out to Winchester, Maryland.
That's Virginia, Mom. It was Winchester, Virginia.
That's right.
Yeah,
Winchester, on the weekends, I think you were 16, and there you went. And that's when you started, I guess, your career.
Yeah, not sleeping is what it was. Not sleeping. All right, so now I'm in town. So am I allowed to make fun of you guys on the radio now, or are you going to be upset now if I make fun of you?
It depends on what kind
You can make fun of me. That's all right.
Depends what kind of fun you're going to make of us.
That's what it was breaking up.
Remember when you were? Remember you had that bus, the mega bus, turn on Z100. Remember that back in the day?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny.
Anyway, yeah, we were coming out of New York. Bubby lived in Chelsea, New York, and we were coming back. And so I told the bus driver, I said, listen, put on my son's station because you were at Z104.
Oh,
Z100,
yeah.
Mom. Z100. This is Z104.
Oh, that's right. That's the other station you were on.
Lots of Z's.
Z100. Lots of Z. Z100 in New York. And the bus driver said, well, I'm not going to do that. But then I finally convinced the bus driver. And there you were. We heard you on the air.
You said hello to everyone on the bus.
You said hello to everyone.
I got you guys. I got you guys back. I made fun of you guys. It was funny. Everybody at work loved it, by the way. They all thought it was hysterical.
Yeah, yeah. Well, what about on Mother's Day? You were wishing everyone a happy Mother's Day on the radio, but you never called me to wish me a happy Mother's Day.
I forgot to do it the following week. Don't tell people I'm a bad son. That was bad.
So I called you on it, and then you said it on the radio, happy Mother's Day to me. So
like 2 days
nice.
later.
Yeah, but you didn't ask us any questions about the accident with Tiger Woods. Because it reminded me we're talking about seatbelts and safety and cars.
That's true.
And then I realized that horrible accident that Tiger Woods got into a couple of days ago in California.
Well, yeah, what happened there?
Well, he was going fast down a curvy part of the road near in California, and he lost control of the car. And the car hit the curb and flipped over 3 or 4 times.
And if it went downhill.
And it went down.
I saw that, yeah.
And he was wearing a seatbelt. If he hadn't been wearing the seatbelt,
He'd be gone.
He'd be dead now.
Yeah.
It smashed his legs up. Both legs were smashed up pretty bad and fractures. And,
yeah, that's not good.
Whether or not he'll be able to play golf again. But anyway, I just thought about how we all have to be careful. And they did say that if he was in a car that was 10 or 15 years older, he probably wouldn't have survived it. The new cars now are made to protect you inside.
Right.
They
right.
crumbled. All the airbags went off and everything.
Yeah, that's good.
Right.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to just mention that.
Seatbelts are important. I got you.
Yeah. So anyway, I hope he's going to got a tough road ahead of him.
He
but
does.
He's a very determined
There's a lot of stuff.
person.
Right.
He really sees it through.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now that you guys have the vaccine, are you ready to go grocery shopping for me now?
Yeah.
I have a list. It's very long.
Yeah, a long list. Huh?
It's retaliation. No, I'm just kidding.